no easy way to explain this, but then to give you real life examples. And I'm sure you can relate. Some people are just unworthy of your friendship and loyalty. And me personally, when people count me out, I just let that be their last stance. Because when people show you how trash they are or how trash they can be, why would you give them access to you? Why? For example, I consider myself loyal. And I've looked out for people who would still put me after people who've never done a thing for them or never looked out for them. And it's not about counting favors, but to a certain extent, when people give you their tail to kiss and then you go running up behind them and jumping through hoops for them, but you put the person who's always been by your side on the back burner, you got to take notice of that. You can't just ignore that. That speaks volumes right there as to who a person is, and it speaks volume about their character. And it screams pick me. It's the definition of a pick me. Also, I've watched people get close to other people and then proceed to count me out. And I'm not saying that relationships don't shift and people don't grow apart. I'm not talking about that. But I'm speaking specifically on intentionally being counted out or given the boot, so to speak, for a new relationship. And for reference, I'll give you the perfect example. I had a family friend who I was really close to and considered her my sister. She was older than me, but we basically grew up together. Her daughter, when she had her daughter, I considered her daughter my niece. I called her daughter my niece. So when her daughter's graduation came around, I immediately, she expressed the date of her daughter's graduation. She said when it was, and I said, oh, okay. And I said, okay, the month of June, I guess that's when she graduated. I said, okay, the month of June, I'm going to make sure my calendar's clear. I take off because I know that that's her graduation date. And I knew in the back of my mind she had only a specific amount of tickets. So she said that she would be passing out tickets soon. Now, this is what she announced, that she would be passing out tickets soon. Now, this is a person who has been to all of my graduations. I've been to all of hers. That's what we did. That's what we do. We go to each other's graduations, and yeah, no other way to explain it. And so, I expressed to her, oh, okay. I said, okay, the month of June, okay, make sure I got that date. Well, solidified, got it, blocked it out. Only for the date to get close and me to continue to contact her, and she would never give me an answer over where my ticket was. So then I just assumed that she would have my ticket waiting for me. Well, the graduation day came, and I knew other people who were attending. And I said, well, I didn't get my ticket. And they were like, well, you should have gotten a ticket. She didn't say anything to you. And I said, no. And I asked her, and she didn't say anything. Again, going ghost because she knew she was wrong. So I said, well, I guess she got somebody else to go in the place of me. I don't know, who would be more important to me than to go to her daughter's graduation, but whatever. Maybe she got like a strict number, like 5. Well, come to find out, she had gotten 10. And come to find out, she had some new friends that were her co-workers that she was trying to impress, that she wanted to attend. For whatever reason, she was trying to impress them, and they were new friends. And see, I'm saying this because she's a known pick-me. this person. She's a no. She's always been the type to run behind men, let them talk to her crazy just to say she got a man. Like I said, she's older than me, but you would think that she was so much younger just because her mindset. She would always chase behind females. Females would dog her out, treat her like shit, and she would befriend them the very next second. And then I would ask her about these friends. I said, I thought she was the one who, tried to talk to your man. And she was like, oh, no, that wasn't her. And would blatantly lie because she was just so in need of a friend. People like that will do anything. That's why I don't trust people like that. So anyway, I learned that she had given them to her newbie friends. And I was like, okay, that was effed up. So being the person who I am, I let some time go by, not too long, maybe a couple of days. And I said, we've been knowing each other for too long. I'm not just going to get funny and weird and distant. I'm going to let her know what time it is. So I hit her up and I said, my feelings was hurt that I didn't get an invite to the graduation. Like, I feel like I've been knowing you longer than these people and you didn't give me an invite. And I found out that you didn't have like a low number of tickets. You didn't have 5. You had 10. You had 10 tickets. And you still, you as long as I've been knowing her, she don't even know 10 people. You know what I'm saying? That's close, like family. So I'm like, that was messed up. I just felt like I would have got a ticket. And she was like, oh, I apologize. That was just a miscommunication. I didn't think you wanted to come. I called bullshit. But I didn't keep this a secret. I told her I called bullshit. I said, nah, that was a given. I said, from the moment you told me that your daughter was graduating in this month, I blocked out the day. You know I did. And then I was thinking it was funny that when I was hitting you up, you was acting like you couldn't tell me that you didn't have a ticket for me. So I just assumed you had one. Like I said, this is a lifer. This is what we've always done. So after that conversation, she was like, oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Next time I'll let you know because I didn't know. Well, a next time came around. Maybe a few months later with her same daughter's birthday celebration, and she did the same thing. She didn't let me know. She didn't invite me. And see, I'm not the type of person who was just running around saying, cut people off, all people are trash. No. I'm the biggest advocate for keeping people around you because I do have people around me. But I'm also an advocate for not having trash people around. Okay? So in that moment, I put myself out there by being the bigger person, right? Everyone's always talking about be the bigger person. Well, sometimes you are the bigger person. And people still will try to play in your face. Now, in this instant, I went to her, addressed it. How else could you do it? Like, did you want me to sneak dish you, go behind your back, tell everybody else what I felt without telling you? No. We've known each other for too long. And see, that's what I'm talking about. When people get close to other people and then they start counting you out and discarding of you like trash, like you could have easily told me, I want to invite so-and-so and so-and-so. So would you be okay if you didn't make it to this one? Hell, I could save my money and a trip, save my gas. Like, just be upfront. But don't try to play me. So in that moment, in the second instance where it happened, I said, you know what? She don't fool with you like that no more. Because she's trying to run up behind some new people and kiss their tail. You already know that she's a pick-me type girl. This is what they do. Just ease up off her. And that's exactly what I did. which is going to lead me to my next point. People who cut you off because you get distant. They've been disliking you. Okay? It's their green light to give you all the animosity in the world. All right? Because with this instance, or this case, I gave her all the grace in the world, right? Even told her up front what was bothering me, right? She still tried to play in my face and do it again. When I distanced myself from this chick, then she started to go around telling people, well, I don't know why she acting like that. I haven't talked to her in this amount of time. I don't understand why. And then she has some other choice words to say about me. And I'm just like, you've been waiting on that moment. Like, you did this. You did this. You handed me the scissors. That animosity is evil. And I'm not placing myself around people who have it towards me. Like, you've been wanted smoke. You've been wanted a problem. So you tried to create one. And then when I came to you as the bigger person, that was just too much. That was too much. I was too real for you. So then you still try to play in my face again. And then when I react to it, see, there's that emotional abuse. People want to do things, people like that, not all people. People like that want to do things to you, and they want you to just take it. No, what was I supposed to do? Just sit back in the cut, wait for something else, for you to play in my face again, and just keep taking it and taking it. And just like always, when these people leave your life, because she's the type of people, she'll run behind somebody, but she don't keep nobody around. She never has the same friends. All right, it's always somebody new that she's trying to impress. Once those people get bored with you or kick you to the curb or figure out that you're weird and they don't want to fool with you, then I'm the true blue that you can fall back on. So in essence, that makes me like a seat filler. I'm nobody's seat filler. And then when I give you the distance that you've earned, then you got something to say about me? Make it make sense. It's not adding up. There's a TikTok going around and it's really cute. This girl, she just had a baby and I guess she's suffering from postpartum depression or whatever. And her friends pull up on her. They pull up on her and they play the Beyonce song Girl. And they're like making her talk to them after she got really, really distant with them. And I'm like, maybe friends people you love don't go to those extremes, but they still reach out and say, is everything okay? Like, for somebody to get distant from you and then you just turn your nose up to them. After you've been knowing them for so long, you just turn your nose up to them and say, she acting funny. People can be going through things. For you not to reach out first to see what's wrong with them. I'm talking about if this is your friend, if this is your family member, for you not to just reach out and see what's wrong with them or if they're okay without jumping to those conclusions saying they acting funny, they acting this and that, they think they this, they think they that. You been not liking them. That's how I see it. You really just don't like them, okay? So when people do things like that, I automatically realize that I'm overplaying my part. Like with the chick I gave y'all the example of, whoa, I was really overplaying my part with her. Really overplaying my part. I was sister, little sister, and, auntie and all of that. Only when it was convenient for her. Only when she needed people to support. See? But she wanted these new people around and put her day one to the back burner. I will never overplay my part again. And see, my thing is, don't get mad when I stop overplaying my part. I'm not nobody's clay. You can't mold me to be what you want me to be when you want me to be it. So I know you all can relate. I know somebody can relate to this story. If you can, you could drop me a message. If you don't want to talk about it in the chat, you could drop me a personal message because I get it. I get it. Them swift shifts be all the proof that you need. Them swift shifts. Like they like you one minute and then the next minute they do something to you and then can't stand you. Like the biggest thing I can say is people are always giving people that they care about the benefit of the doubt. You hear it. You know, if somebody like you or somebody fool with you like that and you do something, they'll say it in a heartbeat. Oh, I don't think she meant it that way. Well, maybe she meant, or maybe she just ain't say it the right way, or maybe this, or maybe that. They're sitting around giving everybody and their mama the benefit of the doubt. But then when it come to you, you can't even get that grace. You can't even get that benefit of the doubt. They just ready to jump on. Oh, she act this way. She thinks she this. She thinks she that. I'm not going to be around people that feel like that about me, okay? Because people know my character, and anybody who fools with me knows that if they interpreted something away, they know that 9 times out of 10, oh nah, she wouldn't think like that. She wouldn't do that. She wouldn't do anything like that. So if people are not willing to give you the benefit of the doubt, get from around them, okay? And I just want to wrap up by saying a few things. People who are for you will never belittle you. They will never abandon you, and they will never betray you. Okay? I still have friends from elementary school. We don't talk every day. One girl in particular, love her to death. Love her to death. I text her. She don't text me back right away, but she may get back a week or a month later. And when she do, it's all love because she's always going through something. I don't take it personal. I don't go around smutting her name because of it. If I need to get in touch with her, I'll reach out through all angles. Text, or if she don't answer the text sometimes and I need to get in touch with her right away, I can do it through Facebook or I can do it through Instagram. And then if I can't, I'll start contacting her cousins or her family members because I know that she always going through something. But I don't take it personal because I love her and I know that she don't mean it. Well, not that she don't mean it. I just know that she's not really a phone person, but it's all love. But if I had some animosity towards her, I could easily just turn my back on her and say, you know, she's this, she's that, because she don't contact me right away. No. So people who are for you will never belittle you, abandon you, or betray you. And for some reason, people try to punish you and break you down. Just like the chick I told you about. Like, clearly she was trying to punish me for something. That animosity she has towards me runs deep. And it's probably because she is jealous. Here we go back again to that jealousy thing, right? So people will try to punish you or break you down for things that you have no control over. But if you become a person who sees the lesson in everything, even in pain, you end up gaining wisdom, okay? And the struggles that people try to put you through, it'll turn into strength. It'll turn into a strength. Just like me here on these vlogcasts, talking to you, okay? Going through these struggles with these weird bitches has given me the strength that I need to inform the masses. Also, turn your setbacks into comebacks, all right? Every time somebody do some weird shit, they think that they setting you back. But nah, they really setting you up for your biggest comeback because you're going to come back stronger, you're going to come back wiser, and you're going to shock the hell out of them, really. So sometimes they'll resort to counting you out because they think, oh, I'm bored with her. Yeah, we've been knowing each other for too long. Yeah, I'm bored. I'll put her on the back burner until I need her. That's really what people be thinking, like in their minds. Like people really think this stuff. Like, oh, I have new friends. They're more exciting. They're more fun. So I could just put this one on the back burner. You're nobody's toy. You're nobody's plaything. You're nobody's last resort. That's some low self-esteem stuff. So when people start showing you that they feel that way about you, yeah, it's time to go. Okay? Ain't nobody finna treat me like I'm second choice. No. I'ma always have confidence and be confident enough to know that I am the first choice. Okay? Or none at all. Y'all be safe.